Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy III for the Nintendo Famicom system. Last episode, Fang, Tupelo, Tangeweenie, and Baby Moo defeated the corrupt wizard Hein and allowed the Elder Tree to return to the living forest and all the soldiers and the king of Argus here to return to their castle. This continent is locked. We're on the floating continent. Thank you, warriors. Take this. It's the Argus family heirloom, the Time Wheel, a box created by the ancients. Bring it to Sid in Canaan. You know him? That's great. We get the Time Wheel. Sid asked for that a long time ago when we dropped him off at Canaan, so now we finally got that, so we'll be giving it to him shortly. The Time Wheel. In the days of old, it was called the Perpetual Engine. Knights protect those with low hit points. These have the ability to open locked doors without using a key. And the rightmost of the four candelabras is the switch for the hidden passage. I'm gonna go out here, and there's a bunch of soldiers, but they all say the same thing. They all say, thanks for saving Castle Argus, like warriors. Yeah, that one guy said about the knights, if you have a character that has low hit points, they're basically in a state where they're kind of kneeling down, and you have a knight, the knight will auto-cover for them. They'll jump in front of them and take a physical attack. So, that's one of the good new things about knights. So let's go get the treasure from the hidden room. So the rightmost candelabras, there, tongue twisted. Just press the button, and there's some treasure over here. There's gonna be a bunch of other treasures that we want to get, and there'll be 2 locked rooms. We could make somebody a thief, then we want to use a key, but I'm just gonna use the keys because we have 3 of them. Get some more gold. We'll get the other ones on the way back. So we have 2 towers, not to be confused with Tolkien's books. We just go up to the locked door, press our B button, select the magic key, and the lock will be open. It'll only stay open as you stay in front of it, though. If you step away from the door and before you go and open it, the door will relock. So you basically have to open the door and then go right through it. If you step to the side or behind, it's going to relock. And the same thing after you leave it, so. Just checking out my things here. I want to make sure my scholars has the lightning books. I'm getting new books, so another type of books. There's a white mage. Here, let's talk with him. We're trying to create the formula for an elixir. We've made 2 so far. Try them out. There we go. Got 2 elixirs. We just head down, hit the bottom there, and we get some more weapons. Medusa arrows are really good. They can turn an enemy into stone if they hit, so we may use them for the archer later in another dungeon. But for now, we'll just be worried about using the elemental arrows and the holy arrows. Get some more money there from the other side. Turn back, and that's all we have to do here in Argus Castle. Now we can take the Time Wheel over to Sid in Canaan, and Canaan's not too far from here. And then we'll get another airship. We'll finally be able to leave the floating continent. There's still a few things that we want to do on the floating continent before we leave, though. But having the airship will make it really, really easy to do those things. So Sid up here, he lives in the northwest of the town. Talk with him, and we select the Time Wheel, go to our inventory with the B button, give him the Time Wheel, and he can remodel the Enterprise. So all you have to do is just wait here, and then he'll come back, and we will have our airship. Press the A button to turn the Enterprise into an airship. But you can only land on water. Perhaps my skills are a bit rusty. Sid remodeled the Enterprise into an airship. Alright. I used to work for King Argus. I used the Time Wheel to build airship. I'm famous, haha. Sid's wife, you folks have done so much for my husband and I. Thank you so much. Well, thank you, Sid. That airship now will be able to, like I said, leave the floating continent. But we have a few stops we want to make real quick. So we freed the people, we freed the soldiers and the king of Castle Argus. We also freed the citizens of Tokal here. Let's go back and talk with them. See how they're all doing. We got these jumpy old men who no longer jump around. They say, "You saved us, thank you." Let's talk with this family. Remember the mom and the kid were worried. "My husband is alive, thank you guys. Thanks to you, I escaped Hein's castle and returned to the village. No problemo." Talk with the elders and all these other folks wandering around here. "You saved us, thank you. The young people captured by Hein have returned, thank you so much. You saved us, thank you. You're the ones who beat Hein, that's cool. You saved us all, thank you so much." Let's go talk with the elder. "You saved us all, thank you so much. You saved us, thank you." And same thing. Alright. So now we can just let them be and let them rebuild their town. And we've taken care of all the bad guys here on the floating continent, so there's a few more things we can take care of, but we need a different airship. This game has quite a few airships. This one will get us off the floating continent, and we're also going to stop here at Gisho real quick. We're going to pick up some spells that we couldn't cast before, but now we have the levels, but we won't be using them too often, because we'll be switching classes soon. Well, not really switching classes, but we won't be, we'll switch classes for Tupelo. So we'll give him one of the Blizzaga spells, which is your Blizzard 3 spell, and we'll give the other one to Baby Moo, even though Baby Moo can't use them, but in the future, we're just setting Baby Moo and eventually Tangeweenie up for their final jobs. Also want to buy the Silence spell, 2 of them, and they will go on Tangeweenie and Baby Moo. Now, I said none of them can really use those spells right now, but eventually will be those 2 characters will become sages, and sages use all magic spells, white, black, and summon magic. So, just setting them up for the future. Already preparing for endgame. But for now, let's just head off of the floating continent. So we just fly off any direction. And we're just going to head up just a little bit, about 2 screens, and then fly over to the left. And we can fly to the right, doesn't matter, because the world wraps around itself. And we should get to this place where there's a bunch of mountains. From there, we just head straight up. We run into some more mountains. And then right by those mountains, there's a little opening here. And we see a little temple. We get 2 new enemies here, the poison toads, and then the twin heads in the back. Poison toads are weak against fire, the twin heads ain't weak against anything. So, I have Baby Moo on the holy hours right now because I just want to get rid of them, finish them off, clear some inventory space. Fang has the King Sword and the Ice Blade. They're the strongest 2 swords. I guess I could give him the Salamander Sword. Or the Serpent Sword would also be good, because eventually we're going to be fighting a lot of enemies that will be weak to lightning. Some water-type enemies. And Scholar is good because she, Tangeweenie, has the Fire Book and the Lightning Book equipped. And more enemies are going to be weak to those 2 elements than any other right now. So, set up for success. There we go. You can also, if you want to, eventually then equip the Serpent Sword on Fang to get that lightning element. So we head into the Temple of Water here. To the right is a revival pond and a healing pond. We're not going to use them right now, but because we'll be coming back here a little bit later. Because we can't do anything right now, because if we try to pick up this crystal shard, it says, only Arya can touch the solids of the water crystal. Arya. Who is Arya? Arya of Sorrow? That's a Castlevania game. That's a solo song that someone sings in the opera. I learned that from doing crossword puzzles. Here's another little cave here, the Cave of Water. More the same enemies here. Here's the stats for the Twin Head. As you can see them in the last round. Too busy showing off the stats of the poison toads here. Finish it off. To fire, finish it off. And now we just have to take out the twin head. So, like I said, no weakness, so we can probably just use the, any spell. If there was a bunch of twin heads, I might use the Bazaga spell, because it's the strongest spell. And we will be using that recovery pond soon, so might as well just use all the resources you have available to you right now. A little bit of experience. And let's head toward this door. Let's head on up. And uh-oh. It's sealed. Yeah, uh-oh. Yeah, we can't go in here. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to apparently find this Arya woman and give her the crystal shard. And then maybe she could potentially break through this seal. So, luckily, it's pretty... I was going to say it's pretty easy to find Arya. It's not really easy if you don't know what you're doing. This is where a lot of those gnome breads would come in handy, because you can see where things are, or you can just kind of follow what I'm doing here. When I head over here, right by where that point of land is, just head straight up, and there's a little tower here. Top of a tower. That's a big tower. Then just head over about a screen and a half, and then head down, and you'll see this other small island here. Step on the island, and then you can step on this wrecked ship. Everywhere else in this overworld is just covered in water. Half this boat is covered in water. Yeah. Sunken ship. Wonder what happened. Well, let's check this boat for survivors. Now, before you go here, you also want to make sure you have one potion. I didn't say that earlier because, well, most people probably should have potions. Blood sword. The world sank into the ocean during the earthquake. I only survived because of this boat. That girl over there and I are the only survivors. She was drifting in the water, clinging to a piece of wood. Hey, it's Arya. She used a potion on her? Who are you? Where am I, huh? That light within you. You're the light warriors chosen by the crystals. We're saved. I'm Arya, the priestess of the Temple of Water. What happened here? The power of the earth brought that earthquake, sinking the water crystal below the surface. The power of earth defeated the others. The ones that protected the power of water were turned to stone, and the continent sank into the ocean. Take me to the Temple of Water. If we take its crystal shard to the earth crystal, we could save the world. But your condition? I'm fine. It's our only shot at saving this world. Please, take me to the Temple of Water. Okay, thank you. And Arya joins our party. Now we're gonna have to take her back to that water temple that we were just at. Are you okay? I'm fine, sir. Okay, be careful. Please take me to the Temple of Water. There must be a crystal shard there. There's a sealed door in the Temple of Water. With the crystal shard, we should be able to pass. And technically, that sealed door isn't in the water temple. It's in the water cavern to the north of the temple. That was that sealed door that pushed us back. But Arya will be able to break that seal. But first, we have to take her to get that crystal shard. So let's just leave this ship, hop back on our boat, turn it into an airship. There's some new monsters in the sea. We'll fight them later. Just head to the right a little bit of screen, and then head south, and we'll end up back here at this place where we got the water temple. And once again, we can only land in the water. And just take a quick trek up to the water temple, and that crystal shard that said, hey, only Arya can hold us or claim us. Well, now that we have Arya following us, we can get that crystal shard. There's still light within this shard. Arya obtained a crystal shard. We must go to the Cave of Tides. We must go north to the Cave of Tides. That was that cave that we were in earlier. So, I can lift the seal in the Cave of Tides by exposing to the crystal's light. The crystal shard's light. Alright, so we know what we have to do here. But first, let's head over to the right here. The bottom one revives any characters that you might have knocked out. That doesn't apply to our party. And the top gives us HP and MP restoration. So now we're all healed up, ready to go, and explore the cavern of water up here. That's what we'll pick up in our next episode. Take care. Thanks for following along. See you then. Bye.